Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we make tech simple and coding feel possible. If you're just starting your journey into programming, or maybe you've been stuck for a while, this one's for you. Let's talk about something that most people don't say out loud. Why do so many beginners fail at learning to code? Even in 2025, with thousands of tutorials, free boot camps, and even AI assistants that write code for you, people still quit. So what's going on? Let me share what I've learned, both from personal experience and from watching hundreds of others go through the same struggle. More importantly, I'll tell you exactly how to avoid these common traps and actually make progress. When I started out, I made almost every mistake in the book. I jumped from tutorial to tutorial, tried to learn 3 programming languages at once, and got so overwhelmed I almost gave up. But I didn't. And what saved me was realizing that I was starting from the wrong place. Most people begin their coding journey by picking what sounds exciting or trendy. Backend, AI, cybersecurity, machine learning, all great fields, but not the best starting point. What changed everything for me was choosing front-end web development first. Front-end gives you results you can see right away. You write a bit of HTML and CSS and you've got a website. Add some JavaScript and it starts to come alive. That feedback loop is powerful and motivating. So here's the path I wish I had followed from day one. Start with HTML. Learn how to structure a page. Then move to CSS. Learn how to style things, how layouts work, how to make your site look decent. Then, and this is where most people stop, go deep into JavaScript. JavaScript is the language of the web. It controls how websites behave and respond. It's everywhere, and you can't ignore it if you want to be a developer. At first, JavaScript felt confusing to me. But once I slowed down and gave it time, it clicked. Things like variables, functions, arrays, the DOM. These are the building blocks of real interactivity. And once you're comfortable with JavaScript, learning React becomes the next obvious step. React is the framework companies are actually hiring for, especially at the junior level. Here's something you probably didn't know. Companies rarely hire junior backend developers. They want people who can build things users can see and click on, the interface. And that's front end. So if your goal is to land a job, freelance, or even just build your own projects, front-end gets you there faster. Now let's talk about another big reason people fail. They try to learn everything at once. I've seen people take on HTML, Python, React, and SQL in 1 week. It doesn't work. The secret is focus, one thing at a time. Front-end first. Only after that should you even think about back-end, APIs, or databases. And here's the trap almost everyone falls into. Watching too many tutorials without actually building anything. It feels productive. You feel like you're learning, but if you don't build something on your own, that knowledge doesn't stick. What helped me break through was building real projects, not complex stuff. Just a simple portfolio, a calculator, a to-do list app. These projects helped me understand how everything connects, and more importantly, they gave me confidence. Another mistake I made early on was thinking I had to rush. There's so much pressure to learn to code in 30 days or become a developer in 60 hours. That's just not realistic. Coding is a skill, and like any skill, it takes time. It's better to spend 30 minutes a day for 6 months than to binge 10 hours one weekend and burn out the next. Consistency is your best friend. Also, and this one is big, have a clear goal. Don't just say, I want to learn to code. Ask yourself why. Do you want a remote job? Do you want to freelance? Do you want to build your own app? That goal should shape your learning path. For example, if your goal is to get hired, then focus on what companies are hiring for. And right now in 2025, that's still HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. One last thing, don't learn in isolation. When I started, I didn't talk to anyone about coding. It was just me and my laptop. That was a mistake. Find a community. Even if it's just a Discord server or a subreddit or a YouTube comment section, being around others who are learning, who are struggling and improving like you, makes a huge difference. So here's the bottom line. If you want to succeed where most beginners fail, start with front end. Learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. Build real projects. Don't rush, and don't go it alone. That's the formula. It's not flashy. It's not overnight, but it works. If this video helped bring you clarity, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want real, no-fluff tech advice that actually works. And drop a comment if you've been struggling, or if you've found your own way through. I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching. And remember, you don't need to be a genius to code. You just need to start, stay consistent, and keep building.